Nitong nakaraang buwan ng Pebrero ay binisita ko sa kauna-unahang pagkakataon ng bayan ng Lingayen, ang kapitolyo ng lalawigan ng Pangasinan. At dito nga nakapanayam ko ang puting alkalde ng bayan na si Mayor Leopoldo N. Bataoil. Si Mayor Bataoil ay may 33 taon nang naninilbihan sa serbisyo publiko. Siya ay naging dating hepe ng kapulisan ng buong lalawigan ng Pangasinan, Rehiyon 1, 2 at 3 at sa Cordillera Region. Siya ay nanilbihan din bilang dating kongresista ng ikalawang distrito ng Pangasinan at ngayon nga ay bilang alkalde ng bayan ng Lingayen at chapter president at spokesperson ng League of Municipalities of the Philippines o LMP. Narito ang kabuuan ng aking interview kay Mayor Leopoldo N. Bataoil.
Ano po yung mga latest program na matatapos na at yung inaasahan pa natin mga darating na programa ngayong taon na to?
Unang-una, bago ako maka-respond doon sa iyong katanungan, gusto kong batiin kayo, ang ating vlogger organizers na nandito ngayon sa bayan ng Lingayen. Gusto ko ring ipaabot ang pasasalamat ng taong bayan through our MIO at saka yung ating one of the Miss Lingayen natin representing our town of Lingayen sa probinsya. No? Miss Pearline is representing the province sa Pangasinan Miss Universe. Mutya ng yung Miss Universe katatapos lang. Si Miss Denise naman yon. Si Miss
Pilipinas.
Mutya ng Pilipinas. Oo, and it's upcoming. Si Miss May naman, siyang ating Municipal Information Officer. Baka hindi nyo natatanong. Miss Alaminos dati yan. Opo. So, having been in the PIO, media industry, and even in the media national, she's helping us in the effort, no? And gusto kong ipabot sa inyo na halos lahat ng mga ating department heads ay working towards the betterment of the people, not because of one person, but because of the people at large. They serve in various capacities. Like for example, si May, she's working as our Municipal Information Officer with the staff, si Pearline, and some others, no? We also have a Municipal Tourism Officer dyan who had been working with the Dagupan City Tourism Office, likewise. And the other department heads, department managers, whom I fondly call them that way, as department managers. Just to let you know, no, most, if not all of them, I retained them nung maging mayor ako ng Lingayen, except for those who asked permission respectfully for a greener pasture. Kasi ako, I'm supportive to anybody sa staff natin who would like to go on, explore greener pasture. And I even recommend them for such position of their choice. At most of them na nandito ngayon were the former department heads of the former administration. So ngayon, if you ask them, no, nagpapasalamat sila na we respected their talent, their industry, and their will to serve. Ang ganda nun, no? That will to serve the people of Lingayen, which we gave importance. And now, they are very productive. That is the reason why naging SGLG awardee ang Lingayen LGU for many years that passed. Yung SGLG's Seal of Good Local Governance, which is the Mother of all awards, which is being spearheaded by the DILG, ang ating national organization that overlooks the efficiency of every LGU. Actually, itong SGLG na ito, ang daming tinitingnan nilang criteria, programs and projects in particular. So, from peace and order to health, to social service, to education, financial, most especially yung disaster management. Alam po ninyo yung financial, very meticulous ang ating validation committee dyan. Why? Because it is the people's money which is supposed to be channeled and be put to good use para hindi masayang ang pera ng taong bayan. And I am very happy, I'm very proud to inform the public that here in Lingayen, we have been awardee ng Commission on Audit ng COA. And we have been awarded unmodified audit opinion for several years now. So, ako'y nagpapasalamat sa kagalingan ng aking mga department heads and the staff as well.
Yung pong sa programs natin, ano po yung mga latest na in-expect natin matatapos na, and then yung mga upcoming natin na tingin yung ikakaganda pa ng ating bayan?
Yes, actually, when I won as your mayor for the second term, no? And then there were several other leaders who also won and had the mandate of the people. Nirespeto ko yan. I give them honor and respect. I paid my courtesy call to those people who had the mandate of the people. And I went to the governor. I gave him the master plan of Lingayen. Na-appreciate niya. I went to the congressman and I gave him the master plan of Lingayen. Na-appreciate nila. So in most of their projects, sinuportahan ng Lingayen yan, ng leadership of Lingayen. Except for the seawall, which I did not sign the letter of no objection because of legal impediments, which was brought to our attention by the legal officer of this municipality. Alam po ninyo, ever since naman, I've been compliant and respectful of the legal opinions or parameters of our governance. So on that note, I just returned the request for letter of no objection by way of saying that attached herewith is the legal opinion of our municipal legal officer, which is self-explanatory. That's it. And the rest is history.
Nabanggit niyo po yung master plan. Ano po yung mga kasama sa mga master plan? May mga infrastructure projects pa ba?
Opo, in that master plan, nandun na yung natapos na ng mga proyekto. Like for example, yung Bayog. Actually, yung Bayog, mayroon pa rin portion na kailangang igawan ng hanggang sa river walk. Pero yung Bayog, supposed to be according to the program of work ng DPWH, tapos na yan. But there is still this portion which will complete that infrastructure, yung river walk.
May nadaanan po kami kanina doon sa Capitol Grounds. Meron doon ginagawa. Anong ginagawa doon? Yung sinisemento ba yun? May mga
Yung po ay actually, yun ang very controversial issue dito. Whether to promote or complete the project ng other party.
Yung malapit dun sa dagat.
Which is too near to the sea, na ang daming objection. Yun ang sinasabi ko na may mga legal impediments. No? Number one, there is a no-build zone policy in that area. Number two, there is a presidential proclamation, FBR time, na the whole of Lingayen Gulf is environmentally critical. Number three, there is a technical malversation of that particular project. Why? Because the fund that is supposed to be for that purpose is intended for another, but it is being used for the purpose. Number four, yung ECC na tinatawag, na in the absence of ECC, you cannot start any project. But it appears na there are already some semblance of the initiation ng proyekto, which they are trying to justify na out of the 70 million funding, 30 million na ang nagamit, and the 40 million has to be used to complete the project, which is the subject of a continuing pagpalagay na parang debate. Because the people, especially the fisher folks, do not want any further infrastructure in that area. Number one, because of historical value. Do you know that then General Douglas MacArthur, sometime in January 9, 1945, he landed in that historical place,
Yes, sir.
the whole of Lingayen Gulf.
Nasa marker niya yan eh.
Yes, and so therefore, they objected into any infrastructure north of the Bayog which will disturb its historical value.
Aside from...
In the master plan for Lingayen lang
Apo, for Lingayen.
for Lingayen, I requested for the completion of a bypass road which connects Lingayen to Binmalay to Dagupan. Why completion? During my term when I was your congressman, I had that initiated. Whoever replaced me and whoever will is the incumbent, siyempre, I expected it na ipagpatuloy sana. Kasi pinag-aralan yan ng mga departamento, DPWH, DNR, Department of Tourism. Do you know that the design of that bypass road is eco-tourism friendly? Do you know that yung one-way is two-lane road na mayroon pang drainage, na mayroon pang bikers lane and joggers lane? And on the other side, likewise. So, eco-tourism friendly yan. So, nag-usap-usap kami ng DPWH before it was constructed. Because I saw that they were doing it in Ilocos. Mayroon silang ginawa doon na bypass road na eco-friendly. Sabi ko, please do it also in my district. And so that bypass road is now being constructed with a beautiful master plan. Starting from Lingayen to Binmalay all the way to Dagupan yan. So ongoing na yon. So, yung mga pinagpatuloy naman nung pumalit sa akin at saka yung incumbent. No, I don't know kung mayroong mga alignment pa na binago, pero that is a matter of concern ng DPWH. What is important is tinutuloy nila yun. And that is the product of a study, of a research ng agency concern.
Ano po ba ang may pagmamalaki ng Lingayen? Ang mga tourism...
Yes, very good.
Products and then yung mga spots natin.
Yes, very good question. Can you answer that?
Actually, the LGU Lingayen is preparing for the...
Your name ulit?
I am Pearline Joy Malogan Bayog, the Limgas na Pangasinan Mutia 2024.
Okay.
And to answer the question, LGU Lingayen is currently preparing for the much anticipated Lingayen Bagoong Festival, which will be on March 20, 21, and 22.
Okay.
And aligned with that, the product that Lingayen is proudly showcasing is the Bagoong
Yun ang major product ng Lingayen.
for that festival.
Yes, tama yung sinabi ni Pearline kasi under the policy of one town, one product policy tayo eh. And Lingayen is known for its quality, world-class bagoong, which is actually international na ito eh. Do you know that we are already exporting bagoong in different types? Mayroong bagoong munamon, bagoong alamang, bagoong padas, no? In sachet type, because that is the one acceptable sa international market. And having said that, gusto namin na makilala palalo ang ating bayan ng Lingayen, which is held every March, third week of March. Nasa ordinansa natin yan. And it will start with a, actually it's a 3-day festival yun eh. Yung first day, yun yung opening with a prayer, with a mass dito, followed thereafter by
May motorcade muna tayo.
motorcade muna. The motorcade all over Lingayen, followed thereafter immediately by a Holy Mass dito. After the Holy Mass, by the way, I remember, no less than Bishop Layog, sinagot niya yung katanungan ng karamihan. Alam niyo kung ano yung katanungan na yun? Why Lingayen is the best? Sabi niya, sinagot niya yun. Lingayen is the best, the number one, because it has passed the test of time. Ang ganda ng statement na yun. It has passed the test of time. We started with Arangkada Lingayen. On our second term, Lingayen Fly High. On our third term, having in place various projects na makabuluhan. We are now showcasing Lingayen, pinakamagaling. On that note, no, going back to the Bagoong Festival. In the Bagoong Festival, dito mismo sa covered court na ito, magkakaroon tayo ng Taway-Taway Festival, Children's Kids Fun Day, and tour of Bagoong factories. Yes. And second day, there will be music all around with the kalutan sa dalan. No? What is this? Because one of our products is bangos.
Bangos.
Yes. Kalutan yan sa dalan. Almost a kilometer stretch of grill. And alongside with music all around, no? There will be several bands which will participate. That will be in the afternoon. In the evening, pagka mayroon pa tayong national band dito mismo. As in the past, punong-puno ito ng tao. Itong area na ito. On the third day, yes, we have street dancing, no? That's the main float parade and street dancing, which will end here, dito. And after the street dancing festival, magkakaroon ng national band performance. Ang dami, as in the previous year, ang dami po na itong kandun sa kalsada. Yes.
Yung kalutan, every barangay 2 or
Dito, focus tayo dito. Kung hindi barangay, baka baka malawak ka mo kasi 32 barangays. Pero better if they come in here sa Kalutan, they have the respective barangays. Grills.
Yung sa mga ano natin, mga resorts natin, marami rin po ba dito?
Yes, there are many resorts here and this is the good news. Noong araw, nung wala pa yung Lingayen Baywalk na yan, Lingayen Golf Baywalk, it is a sleepy town. Sad to say, na it's only during Pistay Dayat na nagkakaroon ng activity talaga dyan. After Pistay Dayat, wala na. It's nothing. No activity at all. But when I was the congressman, na-foresight ko na yan. Why don't we make Lingayen, the capital town, historical pa, a place of convergence by many people here and even abroad. So there will be a reason for coming back home. No? And so, to do that, we conceptualize a legal infrastructure project which will complement tourism and economic activity. O ngayon, parang Boracay na yan. We ended up with a Kalutan Festival and then street dancing. And then, on the overall, yung nakaraang Lingayen Bagoong Festival 2024 was very successful. Now, we are facing Lingayen Bagoong Festival 2025, which will be held on this third week of March. And for that matter, we are ready and we are continually planning to make it one of the most successful one. Number one, because that will be my last Lingayen Bagoong Festival as your mayor, because I'm moving up to another plane, no, another level. And but even then, whether I make it or not, I will support pa rin these legacy projects that are in place.
Ano pong plano dito?
Lingayen will not only be a part, but almost all of the LGUs province-wide will participate. And Pearline here participated in that activity last year, and she won that title. And she is now our bet for the 2025.
Is it synchronized with other bayan o meron kayong...
Yes, synchronized. But I can only speak about the participation ng Lingayen. Kasi nasa planning stage din sila. Kung ano yung mga various activities that they are going to put on the program. But for us, we are offering the previous activities like, for example, the ladies beach volleyball tournament, no? Which is held every year thereafter as part of the festivity. Number 2, yung paragliding exhibition. The paragliding exhibition which has become an attraction during Pistay Dayat. Ang ganda, nagfo-formation pa sila sa ere, then they go around the beach, no? Sa matataong lugar. And in itself is very, very impressive.
Pwede paki-explain kung ano talaga yung Pistay Dayat?
Opo, itong Pistay Diet na ito, traditional po ito na ginagawa every May 1 of every year thereafter. So, on that note, no, mayroong mga kanyan, pageant at saka float parade, no, and fluvial display of fisher folks and other fishermen, no? And incorporated yung participation ng Lingayen. So, this is held every year, every May 1 of the year thereafter. But I'd like you to know that during those times of the year, kalmado ang dagat. Kalmado, parang laminated ang dagat ng Lingayen. Sa ngayon, medyo maalon-alon pa eh. Maalon-alon pa. There is some kind of turbulence during this time of the year. Pero ito seasonal. Pagdating ng middle of March all the way to May, kalmadong-kalmada na yan ang dagat. Ang gandang mag-swimming. Ang gandang mag-celebrate ng Pistay Dayat. On my second term, I am going up to a place where I once belonged. I will run for Congress.
So, this is your last as a mayor?
Yes, that's right.
So, what do you wish to impart as the outgoing mayor of Lingayen sa mga susunod na...
Correct. Magandang tanong yan. Bilang pangwakas sa yugtong ito, why am I moving up to another plane, to another position, when I have not yet completed my term as your mayor, no? I'm now on my second term, correct? Who wouldn't like to graduate in his own hometown as a mayor, no? Gusto ko na makagraduate eh. Yes, I want to graduate here kasi this is my hometown. I want to graduate as a mayor. However, due to circumstances beyond my control, kako na, I need not explain further, I'm moving up to another plane. Many people are asking, including our media friends, are you ready to move up to another plane? Ready na ba yung mga susunod? Yes, that is my answer. I'm now ready to move up and I've prepared the young leaders for their next role. In fact, yung isa sa kanila had been asking me, why don't you run for your third term so you can continue yung mga projects na which are ongoing and I will be your tandem, sabi nila. Nakakataba ng puso yung mga ganong manifestations na itong mga young leaders na ito, they wanted to support me. They are encouraging me to run for my third term. But binalik ko yung tanong, hindi ba during my first term and second term, ipin-repair ko na kayo for a bigger role? And their answer was yes. And hindi ba ready na kayo to mag-assume as the next leaders of this town? The answer was yes. Hindi ba panahon na, kasi alam ko naman na at the back of their mind, they wanted also to rule, to be the leaders, no, servant leaders of this town. And the answer was yes. They wanted also to become mayors or vice mayors or whoever, councilors later on. So, on that note, sabi ko, therefore, I'm moving up to the next level. And they appreciated that. And now, they are, number one, making their presence felt. Number two, visible among the people. Number three, their services are rendered properly. So they must be seen, they must be felt, they must be experienced positively. Ako po si Mayor Leopoldo N. Bataoil. Second termer po ako ngayon as your mayor. But I'd like you to know na I'm moving up to another place, another plane of public service where I once belong, no? And having said that, gusto kong pasalamatan kayo, lahat ng mga kababayan natin, namumuno man o hindi, electorate o hindi, visitors o hindi, maraming salamat po sa lahat ng mga suporta ninyo na ipinagkaloob nyo, hindi lang sa akin, kundi sa ating bayan ng Lingayen. Maraming salamat po. God bless everyone.